Okay, so we have we're in a Poliquin cycle and we have split squats. Now we are solely coaching seniors, so we're coaching aging athletes with probably arthritis in their patellofemoral joint, under their kneecap, within their knee joint. So we're not talking about healthy young people. And one of our jobs, if somebody comes in with knee pain, is not to further irritate it and try to be able to get them stronger while slowly working range in their knee. So we're gonna have some specific requirements that aren't gonna fit with what you might see on the interwebs today about how to squat and knees over toes. Let's stay safe, and based on the high repetitions in this cycle, let's just be smart. When we're outside this Poliquin cycle, we can open things up a little bit. So we have a split squat. This split squat can be progressed up to more of a Bulgarian that I'll show you how to find the right foot position for, or it can be regressed several ways. So let's start with the easiest way to regress a split squat, and I'm gonna show you half of it. You'll have to visually have a feel for it. But I have a mobile bar up here on the rack. You could also have a 24-inch plyo box here, and ideally you would have something on the other side as well. So if I were the athlete, I would have something at a slightly higher 24-inch height here and here. It's the most support you can give someone for this movement. We're gonna step backwards into the split squat position versus stepping forward. Our athletes, again, being solely seniors, taking big steps isn't something that's as comfortable. And if we can hinge and look backwards, it's a little bit safer and easier for them to get their foot way back there. So they're gonna take a big step backwards. It'll take some coaching in the beginning to help them understand how far back that is. And with support, or this higher, on both sides, they're gonna keep their chest up. As a coach, pay attention right here, because while we're working on the forward leg for glute development and quads, older people with tight hip flexors are gonna feel it in the front of this back leg. So we're gonna slowly lower that back knee straight down. We wanna tap the floor. You may have an ab mat or a foam pad or a rolled up yoga mat under that knee, especially total knees that aren't gonna want to put pressure on their kneecap. They're gonna hit the deck and then press straight back up to standing, and we'd love for them to come forward to finish the rep. And they'll go right back on that same leg. Support on both sides, they can press up and back forward. Support on both sides, tap the knee, making sure that the focus is on the heel of the front foot and that they're not pushing through the toe, and back forward. So that's gonna be the easiest version of this split squat. And if you have a large gym and a lot of people, you could set up 24-inch plyo boxes so that there was a space in between these two, and then the middle one is the space in between the next two. You could use benches with plates stacked on them. There's anything that you have that's probably above between 20 and 24 inches is good. So that's gonna be, we call that a trench when you have something on either side of him, either side of the athlete. You can do the same thing with more stable athletes with PVC pipes. And again, same thing. Let's step them backwards into the split stance, bring them down, and have them come up. It doesn't take that much time for them to get in a pattern. They'll get really good at this really quickly. So those are the two ways that we would regress an athlete. And if we have somebody that their hip flexors are so tight, they can't get their knee on the floor, put a couple of ab mats or foam pads under and give them a target so they always hit the same place. Within the 4 weeks of this cycle, you may see that you're taking one pad away and they're getting a little lower, and they're getting the benefit of stretching that hip flexor out and that quad out a little bit more. You may even find them standing up a little bit better by the end. So if we've got somebody that can easily do that, you could take them to one PVC pipe. They may just need a little bit of balance, or just hold on to the rig. Maybe it's not strength or support they need. Maybe it's just balance. So and then you'll have the people that can just step back into their split lunge and come back up with no support. Certainly if they're independent in that, you could consider waiting the split squat and not progressing to the Bulgarian. It is a little bit more risky for athletes the ages that we train. We'll have some do it, We'll have some want to try it. We will think it's not safe. And then we'll have some that won't have any interest in it at all. But they could wait. If they're independent without any support and can step down into the lunge, you could hold light dumbbells on either side or on one side, switching hands with each leg. If you are worried about their balance, put them close to a rig or something that they can hold on to, or only use one dumbbell so that if they needed to chuck it and catch themselves with the other hand, you could. Now, if you wanted to progress someone up, if you had a stud of an older athlete, or if you have a younger, older athlete, in a Bulgarian split squat, it's a little spicier, and I may even take a PVC pipe to make it work. Sit them on the bench that they're going to work with, and put the leg that's going to be forward out in front of them. When they stand up, that's where that foot goes. The back leg, toe down, goes on the bench. Their job is to get that knee down. If my toe's in the right place, I will hit the ground too. Get that knee to the floor and press back up on the working leg. Knee goes to the floor, press back up to the working leg. This is something that, yes, I would say put them with a PVC pipe for support or near a rig, just in case for a little support while they're learning it. It can certainly also be weighted if they're good at it. This is gonna be a spicy one for us. Instead of doing 25 reps on each leg, which is what we're supposed to do, we're gonna do 13 on each leg and call it a 26. We're excited about this. We're pretty good in this gym. Lunges, our seniors. This will be a new level of balance for them. So we'll see how we do after the 4 weeks as far as retesting their lunges and see if we get better.